Hello, everyone. This is Duran's Healing, and welcome to tonight's Healing Circle. For those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel, where I provide weekly energetic updates for the collective. And if at any point this message resonates with you, please be sure to like, please be sure to subscribe, or comment below to let me know how this message is showing up in your world. And with that being said, let's get right into the messages. And the message that's speaking the loudest is bringing attention to your role in the community and to the fact that you play a very pivotal role during this time span, during this era. And the voice that you have comes with so much emphasis, so much meaning behind it, that the spirit guides and your spirit team are bringing attention to it. You're the voice for the other side. You're the voice for the other world. And somehow your role in the community is directly connected to your personal gifts, your purpose, what you're here to bring, and what you feel. The very things that rattle your bones is very pivotal now. That there's wisdom in that. There's information in what you feel. And what you know to be true. This doesn't have to solely rely on you hearing things, you saying things necessarily. But when you feel certain things, when you tap into an energy that rattles your bones, this is something that's innate within you. This is also wisdom. And your wisdom has been cultivated on your personal healing journey, on this spiritual journey, because you have been guided by what you felt. What was in your bones? What was in the memory bank of your DNA? Which was connected to an otherworldly source that you are coming to a very clear vision of. The connection between what you feel is as if there's a doorway between the other world and your genetic makeup. And anytime you feel something, whether you be around people, whether you be in a certain place, your body will tell you before your mind understands what's going on. And it's due to the connection you have with an otherworldly source. And your vision in all of this is becoming clear to the depth of your spiritual connection. Wow. And the other side of what your spirit guides are saying is they're saying, pay attention to the energy. Don't allow your mind to lead the way so much. Lend your body to the spirit so that you can follow the flow of the energies. Because the way the shells are falling, the energy stones are in abundance. And this could be directly associated to energy, and it also can be associated to people, young and old. Pay attention to the energies that people give you and the energies that you feel around you. That's your guiding compass. That's your guide. And there's a sophistication that you have. There's a genius in you, in your ability to feel. and somehow connected with human beings without even saying anything, without even uttering a word. Your senses, your sophistication, your genius is that it can pick up on energy and read it to you as if it's reading a book aloud. And your skin, your physiological makeup understands this process. And once you get a whiff of certain energies, you can already download what's going on. Your body has already downloaded this process or this information. I can tell right now that when people come in contact with you, you leave a very, very deep impression on them. They remember you, regardless of the type of connection it is. They want to know more about this energy because it's something different. It's something unfamiliar, but they can recognize or sense there's something there. There's something that you know. The mysteriousness of you is what pulls people in. It's what draws people to you. You may not even be a particularly a people person per se, but somehow you can't shoo them away. Your energy is so captivating that it calls people to action. It calls people to want to say something to you, cause people to want to interact with you one way or the other, or some shape or form. Because the genie or the genius within you rings a bell within them that they may not have activated yet, but their spirit is still in tune with the frequency, sounding the alarm of something otherworldly present is here. And they can feel it in the depth of their spirit. And the radical changes that you bring about in this paradigm, you may not know how deep it goes, how deep you impact people, how deep the change is in other people's world by sheer interaction with you, by simply hearing your voice. It's because of your authenticity, doubling down on remaining true to yourself. You don't allow BS to live in your world. You don't allow manipulations and certain energies in your space because you radiate on the energy of purity, bringing out a different level of what it means to be real, what it means to keep it 100. Like you embody that reference. And a lot of people say that they're real, but realness is often felt. Because when it comes to saying what needs to be said, you don't have a problem with that. When it comes to handling business when it's time to do so, you don't have a problem with that. And you don't take shortcuts, nor do you shortchange yourself in this process. You do it the real way. You take the long road if you have to. And you have the wherewithal to do it and get through it, because even if it's hard, you do it hard. Even if it's challenging, you take it to the chin, because you know that you're gaining something from it regardless. You know how to find the light at the end of the tunnel, in spite of. And this has given you a level of authenticity that most people lie about having. that most people want to embody. They're not built like you. They're not built like that. When things that get a little bit shaky, I'm not going to, I'm not here to try to put people down, because this is not a channel where we belittle or to have these type of negative thinkings. However, we have to speak the truth here. This isn't about being in a hierarchical stature as if you're better. This has more to do with you speaking truth to light in regards of people who don't. Call it what you want. I'm not here to make that judgment. I'm just here to call it like it is. And the embodiment of this takes a level of courage. You have to have heart to do this. That's why people like you get respect. You can't buy this level of respect. Yeah, this is about you knowing how to get your hands dirty and knowing when to say what's right and say what's wrong. And the energy that you embody because of the way you choose to live your life. This is about your codes. This is about the laws that you follow. This is about your commandments. And you live by a code. Regardless of how different or how many times the systems change, you don't. You change in terms of elevation. You change in terms of growing deeper into this authenticity, leaning more into truth. Yeah. But changing for the sake of changing no, you change for a reason. You change for a cause. And this formula, or these codes that you live by, brings a certain level of action that hits people in a way that makes them reevaluate how they're living their lives. You know, people can say that they're on a particular journey and are committed to a particular path. However, when someone who truly embodies that shows up, somehow you can bring out the gaps, or you can bring out the falsehoods in people's lies that they tend to tell themselves. Your energy is a falsehood detector. Your energy is a scanner for falsehood, because you live in truth. And this has caused confusion in your lifetime. And you didn't and may not still know how. There's so much confusion or problems being created by someone simply telling the truth and being honest. You know, you say to yourself, I thought this is what we were all doing here. I thought this is what we were supposed to do. But somehow the narrative gets changed when real meets the road. It always does. And the stones are showing to me that you may have had problems or issues in this regards in terms of your relationships, personal relationships, romantic ones. You may be the type of person that has never found someone to stick with them for the long haul. You probably had changed or gone through many relationship cycles with people and you didn't quite understand why. You may have taken it out on yourself and blamed yourself for the constant downfall of these relationships. But there are two different messages that are coming up here in regards to the challenges in terms of your relationship. And this is appearing to me like a very specific message. And this may not resonate with everyone. So take it if it does and leave it if it don't. But what I'm gathering here is that on one end, a part of the problem that you've had with relationship is that they weren't attached to your calling. They may have been attached to your personhood. They may be attached to a certain aspect of you, but not the inner you. There's a particular calling on your life, and your relationship must be in alignment with that at your core. Your partner must see the innermost wow side that lives within you and have the proper respect and space given to you so they can hear you in order to hear the messages that are coming through you, ultimately seeing the power that you carry. And somehow none of this was in proper effect in these relationships that you were in. They didn't recognize you. They didn't see the power in you. They didn't see the value of your words. They may have oftentimes misconstrued it, called you a nagger, or whatever other things that showed up for them when you spoke what it was that came to you. And the other side that I'm seeing is that you may have difficulties being yourself. You may have difficulties being your full self in relationships, making it twice as difficult to ground a relationship in longevity if you're not able to be a full version or the full version of who you are. Because the truth of the matter is, you're always going to rise. You're always going to elevate and cultivate yourself. And whomever you're with must understand that about you. Must understand that this is the fundamental makeup of your identity. And you're going to rise with or without them. You're more so telling them you're coming or you're staying. But I'm going up. And no one is stopping this gravy train. No one is stopping me. Because what you know, as the water rise within you, so is the consciousness of everyone around you. You know there is a higher purpose. There is a higher mission attached to you. And healing the masses and healing people is a part of your destiny. And now that the waves are reaching its highest point, there comes a time where the dam breaks, the levees break. The image that just flashed through my head is, if you've ever been to New Orleans and had a look at the levees, and when you go there, the water is above the land. And you're standing at the levee, seeing a vast body of water. And then you turn and you look down and you see houses. And what I can see here for you is that you have risen above your home, above where you came from, above where you once were. And now, the dam is going to break because the floodgates must flow. And what it's leading you to, or where this water is taking you once it's released. And this release has more to do with your ability to allow yourself to be free. No longer trying to hold or hoard it all in for the sake of keeping peace, for the sake of keeping things steady, keeping things afloat. It's going to spill over. Now is the time to allow yourself to release all that you have risen up for, causing the water to break free, flowing right into the otherworldly side of you. Lifting up or elevating. It's as if the water is going and your otherworldly side of you is a boat. And your life vest or your life jacket is your creativity. Your creativity is being upheld or keeping you above the water in the event you turn. And somehow, your creativity has indeed been cultivated, but there's an obstacle between your creativity and your intimate relationship ring. What I'm picking up on is that either your creativity has yet to meet or reach the proper people, or it has yet to reach the level that it is intended to reach. There is a blockage there. Or you have yet to reveal your creativity to the people that are even closest to you. Yeah. Either or, but I will take the time to pull some clarifiers to see what is holding back your creativity from reaching the proper people, or reaching people at a different level. Not really sure what that is. I picked up 2 messages from my eyes, but let me see what the cards say. Give me 1 second, you guys. What is this obstacle about? What is the obstacle that the cards don't want to come out? Give me 1 second. Let me shuffle the deck a little bit. What is this? There it is. The obstacle about. Okay. The cards that came out were Into the Soul, Good News, 7, and High Frequency. Oh, okay. I see now. A part of the issue, and some of this is not really your fault, is that when you do reach people and have intimate relationships with them, you see into their soul. You see into the soul of many people, and a lot of people can't handle that at all. Some people want friends that they simply go out and eat with. They want friends that they can simply enjoy good times with. Something about this says to me that your frequency may be too high for the type of people that you may be currently around. And what other messages that I'm downloading is that because you see into the soul of others, because you do have the ability to see past the physical, this is speaking to your heightened frequency. And as you begin to share your words, it's going to take time to reach proper people. It's as if when raindrops hits the water, there is a ripple effect. The ripple effect doesn't initially happen. It takes time, and it drips, 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 drips down. Yeah, this obstacle may be about timing. And good news in 7 came out, which lets me know the obstacle is speaking to more so the process. Not necessarily that something bad is going on. Because good news in 7 came out. Give it 7 days. Give it a week. Or give it 7 months. Give it a time. Or the 7th month, which is July. You will see the good news from your creativity being expressed. Yeah, that numbers and time is just keep coming out and ringing to me, which is the barrier that is presenting itself from connecting you to more intimate people that are on your frequency. That's the message, period. Wow, we got it, guys. We got it. It took a little bit. I've picked up on way too many messages that were coming to me, but it got out. And I'm going to take the time to close out this healing circle. Thank you all for joining me. That was a lot. Thank you all for joining me in tonight's healing circle. Please be sure to like. Please be sure to subscribe or comment below to let me know if any of these messages has resonated with you in tonight's healing circle. And with that being said, I will see you all at the next